So I'm back at Candy Corner. I've bought the Hammock hot tent and the baker stove, but you know, it's not exactly cold. But it's the only time I'm going to get to use it. So I'm not going to bother closing everything up because it's just not going to be necessary. But I do kind of rely on the stove for my tea. So I've got burritos, nothing fancy, just off the shelf box. I've got some sausages and some bacon and stuff as well. So, but it all needs cooking on the stove or in the oven, one or other. This has been a bit of a faff to put up, if I'm honest. It's so heavy, but it is what it is. It's up now. It's not the best pitch in the world. It's all very. But I figured out if you put the main pegs in, then go around and guy it out, then move the main pegs, it seems to work better. Now, last time when I pitched this, it's not been pitched since that review. I had it drooping in the middle, which didn't really like. So this time I've put the paracord through the hoops. So I've tied it onto the other end, round the tree, and then through the hoops to this end with the night eyes little gadget thing that Right. So I originally wanted the stove jack on that side, but it's here and I'm not moving it. So did try using two other trees, but it didn't quite work out. There's a stump over there. Now you can't see that way somewhere, which was right where the tarp would have gone. So the stove. Let's get it up and sorted. I might have to adjust all this a little bit first. I'll do that and then bring you back and we'll get the stove up. I must admit, this hot tenting stuff is a bit of a faff. It's not just rocking up, setting a tent up and getting a beer out. Been here an hour already. It's taking Mick a little bit, if I'm honest. So, oh God. I couldn't get me thing to kneel on. Randomly, I thought I'd lost this. It turns out to be in the bag with this thing, so, you know. Sorry if I'm breathing a bit heavily. I have got a cold. Oh. If I'd not got this to use now, I'd probably not have bothered coming out, if I'm honest. So, dampener goes on. Oh man, what's going on? There we go. Water tank. That's a new addition. It was sent separately to the rest of it. Bought it as a bundle, but they sent it separately. So, right, let's get you in the right place. Why would you do that without? Oh. There we go, I think. If that's even in. There we go. Let's get the hammock up. Just a quick word on it. These bits here, this is where the fold would be. So this bit would create a door kind of in front. I mean, but where the hammock is. Can't get back any further. But it comes to there. But that bit, this is where it folds, not there. I know there's a bit more room up at the top because of the shape of it, but it's the same on this side. That's where it would be. That's where the end of the hammock is. Part of me doesn't understand. I'm probably being really, really fake, but you know, I'm not going to be using it like that tonight anyway. So it's going to be 11 degrees overnight. So, last week it got down to like -2 at one point. The bloody stove didn't arrive in time though. Well, right, I'm a finished case. It's not exactly the height of summer, so I'm thinking we'll be all right without the bug net. Because if anybody's used one of these, the bug net goes in. There's a little pole for it there, and I just think it'd take up too much space. But you can just literally turn it the other way around, and you don't need to use it. Hello again. Hello again. Right. So I've managed to get the hammock up and out of the way a little bit. There's two rings on either side. So all I've done is use the carabiner that connects the whoopee slings to the tree huggers and clipped it onto there and then pulled it tight. So it's just out of the way a little bit more. More usable space. So this thing, brand new. So I've not used it at all yet. I really want to use it for the first time without, poisoning myself basically. Because I'm paranoid that there's going to be all sorts of chemicals and oils and stuff from from the manufacturing process in there. Sorry. So I'm going to put a couple of bits of kindling in, get it going, to burn all that lot off. See how we go from there. It really doesn't need much of a. We don't need a fire at all at the moment. If I'm honest, I'm sweating, but I just want to get that done. So I'll not be keeping it going. I think I might cook some sausages while there's some heat on there, though. Might as well get some food down me. Yeah, I'm going to do that and pop them in there. I'm going to get my frying pan and my sausages, and I'll be back. I've got no oil. Proper devastated. Not really. It's not that big a deal. I've got Cumberland pork chipolates, if that's how you pronounce it. Just small sausages to me. Oh, just tiny little sausages. I'm thinking chuck 4 on there, have a little sandwich because it's 2:20. Not dinner time yet. That'll get going nicely. We hope. It soon gets going. This thing. I've only done one burn in it the other day, but it was quick, and the amount of heat that it kicks off is just unreal. I haven't bought anything to put that in. Now it's open. Looks like we're eating all them tonight then. I've got some bacon, some minced beef, the burritos. Let's get that on there. I know it's not hot yet, but it's not waste not. Waste not. What? Makes no sense at all, that does it? So while that's going, I just had to say thank you to everybody who's watching. If you've got this far, well done. We've still got a long way to go. I'm on my own, obviously. So there's going to be some babbling. There's going to be loads of random talking that makes no sense at all. Pushing 100 subscribers as well. So if I could get a couple more, that'd be great. If you, what were I going to say? Just if you could like it, that'd be great. If you could whack that light. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to keep all this in just for comedy effect, comedy value, should I say. You'd think I'd been drinking all day. Can't get my words out. I'm so happy right now. the noise of that cooking. Sorry about the movement. With the ticking, you know, or the metal expanding. It's just so satisfying. My hand's just here, I can feel it burning it. I mean, I know I said it weren't necessary, but I've got both ends open. There's a nice through breeze, but I'm sat here in a t-shirt, and it's just pleasant. It's just nice. Yeah. Told you get some waffling. I'm not even sorry. I'll bring you back in a bit. Hello and welcome back. Just thinking it might be time to admit that this stove is a bit big for this setup. I was warned and I didn't listen. I am sorry, Alan, you were right. Yeah, if you look there, that's the crease where the door would swing in, and it's so close to the back of that stove, it's unreal. I mean, I know I could have had it the other way, and the thing on the water tank as well. It's at the wrong. It's facing the wrong way. It's just taking up too much space. I don't think I'll be using this when I come camping. I'll see what it's like in the chalet, but I'll get it all set up. Have a good look at it before I get the fire going. It's all right like this because everything's open up and stuff. But if it's really cold, you want the doors closed, and I just don't think there's enough space in here for it. It is what it is. It's all right at the moment though. Got a nice pile of wood ready going. Ready going. God Almighty, ready to go. Once I finish this beer, we'll have a wander around. I'll show you the sights. I'll show you what Candy Corner's all about. Strange way to put it. But I'll just finish the beer and then I'll bring you back. Heatproof gloves. I got some heatproof gloves from Amazon. They're a tenner. I don't know how much I trust them. If I'm honest, I mean, I can still see the heat haze coming off that. Can I touch the stove? Yeah, touch the stove. Wow, that is nuts. Obviously, feel the heat coming through. And if you touch it too long, they do get a bit warm. But that's insane. That's nuts. Oh, I'm going to use these at home. I'm cooking. None of that stupid, the oven gloves with the two things connected together. Ugh. It's all very good. Oh, they're brilliant. I'll leave a link in the description to these. I'm so easily amused. Thank you for bearing with that. So there's a new little area just here that I've never seen before. My camp is just up there. You can see it. So generally, we go down to what we call the bottom camp, which is one of the furthest away. But it is one of the coolest. Probably fast forward through all this walking. It seems to have changed a little since I was last here. we have a hut. Built a hut. But this, well, they've cleared this down here as well. It's been quite a lot of work gone on since our last year, to be honest. So all of this were overgrown last time I came down. There's plenty of space for everybody. This bit is, I think they call it the Pinewood Corner or something. I like this one because it's on a slight slope, so it's really only suitable for hammocks. But there's a little flat patch over there. But this one, obviously, with the sun coming down now at the moment, it's lovely up here. It doesn't feel like you're, at basically what is a campsite, because it just feels to the other side of this. It feels like you're hiding in a way. Beautiful. There's even space to set a little tent up there. Oh God, I'd love somewhere like this. I bet we would just this bottom bit. The whole site's quite big, but I'd only want a portion. I just want somewhere to set a tent up. Really. There's this area as well, which I think I'll be using for a probably set the chalet up on here, because you can drive down to it. Even my little Nissan will get down here. It's always nice to be able to just do it the lazy way. There's no way I'm doing hot tent camping or winter camping somewhere like the Peak District or whatever. I just don't have the kit. I don't have a winter sleeping bag. I don't have a proper winter sleeping mat. I've got to improvise with what I've got, but improvising is sometimes bulky and heavy. This is the field. You can buy this as a pitch as well. Obviously, it won't be parked there if there were people camping there. Right, I'm up near the other camp now. These two are called Jamie's and I can't remember the other one. But the thing about being up here is you've got to be prepared for cockerel. Can you see him there? Be clever and zoom in. So this is another one. Hey, there we go. There's steps going up there. You can chill out up there. I think that'd be a cool place for kids to go. There's another one just down there as well. I think that's called the Solo Top Camp or something. The good thing about these ones is you can literally, that's the track there, so you can park there. It's got a peacock. I'm pretty sure this one is the one that's called Jamie's Camp. I've been up here a couple of times, but the cockerel, man. Oh, the cockerel. In fact, I did a camp up here, and it's my most watched video. Set the chalet up about here, and the hammock up for a bit as well. It annoys me that that's my most watched video because I'm dressed like a fool. I try not to get bit. I've got some weird compression tights on under a pair of shorts. It's just odd. So there are your sights. There's even space over there to set something up. Right, I'm about to get some tea going. So I've moved the direction that the water tank is facing. Sorry, I'm listening to music as well. Can you hear it? I've recently found a an MP3 player with loads of dance mixes on that I used to listen to when I were riding push bike and stuff. It's like a bit of a trip down memory lane. Yeah, so I think the water tank's pretty much, it should be clean now. It's had plenty of heat going through it. You can see down in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, I have a pile of wood. I've been foraging. I've also got all that lot as well. A bit of kindling behind there. Got some firelighters. There's a bit more outside the tent if I really need it, but I reckon this lot's going to keep me going. So what I'm going to do is get some water to fill the water tank up, because I'm going to do a little experiment and see how long it takes to boil it. Probably going to get another beer as well. I mean, why not? We're currently sitting at 20 to 5, so I reckon if I get this fire going again, and get my mints and stuff all sorted. I mean, it's supposed to feed too, so it should keep me going all night. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go and collect all the necessary equipment, and then I will bring you back. Welcome back. Got everything I need now. I'm not sure if you can see it in the background, but I've brought so much stuff with me. It's nuts. Unreal. One person, one night, needs all that. Yeah, I'll be right. Right. So before I put anything in there, I'm going to fill this up. It's advertised to take like 4.4 litre or something daft. Whee! Right. So that needs to be pointing forward. Ah, you can't even see, can you? Welcome back. Right. So you can't quite see. I am filling the water up. The tap was it basically turned on, so some of the water's come out. It's not end of the world. Like I said, advertises to take 4.4 litre. There's absolutely no reason for me to boil that much water. I have got enough water. There's 2 litre in there. I just want to see how roughly, I'm not going to time it or anything, but see how quickly that boils. Yeah, obviously about awful. Right. Bloody hell. Firelighters are there. One thing I like about this stove is how easy it is to get a fire going in there. Obviously, if you've got the right stuff. It burns so efficiently. I'm very impressed. I'll pop you in there. Make a gap for the other one. Make sure it gets the other one going. Come on. Didn't quite fall where I wanted it to. It'll still get going. Might just take a few minutes longer. Close that. Everything open. And we'll just leave that for a little while. Once it gets going, we'll get some food on go. Not got much to say, if I'm honest. I've got the fire going in there. I just wanted to come out and see the smoke. Oh, the chimney is at a very strange angle. That's the camera level. Flue comes out to the right. It doesn't seem to be causing any problems at the moment. It's not touching anything. Well, nothing, it shouldn't be. That obviously, all of that's heat proof anyway. Double heat proof, really. The way they've done that. I quite like that, if I'm honest. Although I am quite excited to cut a little square out in the chalet. I love it. Yeah. It's really satisfying, that. Hear that? So that's the sound of the water boiling. So 2 litre took about half an hour-ish, I think. I'm gonna get myself a hot chocolate. Welcome back. I really do need to get a higher stand because you can't see anything, can you? I mean, you can see me put a frying pan on top of there, but you can't see what's in it. Right? I'm just going to move my seat up a little bit. So because I did the sausages in the frying pan earlier, there's a little bit of oil in there. So, bloody hell. I have got some mince. I've got some mint and my fajita kit, but I am using it for burritos. It's the same bloody thing. Oh, I hope that's not making a weird noise. If you can hear the music, I've just got my headphones around my neck. Didn't bring a speaker with me. Let's get this on there. Not much of a sizzle, but bloody hell. The bin bag just behind you. See that, but the water's boiling away in there. It's been in there for a good hour and a half anyway. But that's definitely, I mean, we're really going now, look. I want to get the red glow. It's just about to get dark soon, so. I'm still sat here in my t-shirt though. I mean, it's a nice evening. Really nice evening. Focus, there we go. Hello once again. It's getting dark. It's a very nice evening though. Got a couple of big dry bits in there now. Got nothing else to say. Oh, I've just remembered I've got food there. Gonna get that reheated. We've got it glowing. That water's still boiling. Makes a really weird noise. I love how much light this thing gives out. It's one of the reasons I got it. I mean, that side's all burnt up a little bit, but the firebox is elevated, so it gives a better, you know, ambience, I suppose. Is that even how you say that, do you reckon? That when you dampen everything down, it just glows. Pardon me. Probably edit that a bit out as well. Hello, I'm not sure if you can see me. I'm hoping so with the fire. It gives out plenty of light. I think it's brilliant, honestly. It's been a very good first use for that. I've had it glowing red and it's about 8 o'clock and I've only just put my hoodie on. I mean, I've got it open at either end. I'm not going to bother closing it up. You only realise how warm it is in here when you go outside for a bit and then come back. So I'm just going to let this die down. I'm going to have another beer and then I'm going to go to bed. So I'm going to say good night now, and I will, unless something drastic happens, I will see you in the morning. Good morning. I hope you can hear me. I can't find my microphone yet. So, I've done the ends in. If anybody knows of a knack to, stop these from overlapping, please let me know. Don't know if I've got to bring everything out a bit more, sacrifice some of the height, what's just gone. There's the peg down there that popped out. I reckon maybe, look, might be able to come out a bit more. The problem is it pulls it down more than out. That'd be right. There's just not as much space in here as you'd like when everything's set up. And I'm gonna have to think about getting a different hammock. The spreader bars on that are just in the way. Right, I'm gonna open it back up, take the hammock out, start packing everything away, but I'm gonna get a quick fire going because it's slightly damp on the outside. So if I get a quick fire going in there, get it nice and warm and toasty, like you can see all dew on it. Don't really want to have to dry something like this out when I get home. But I'm going to end the video here. Absolutely beautiful morning. I'm going to get everything packed away and get myself off home. If you've got this far, seriously, thank you, because it must have been an ordeal. It's been a good one. This setup is going to work. I know it is going to work. It just needs a bit of tweaking. And I need a bit more experience setting it up. Yeah. Just need to be a bit firmer with the guy lines and things, I reckon. Right. But yeah, thank you for watching. Anybody who likes and subscribes and stuff, you are one of God's great creatures. Any subscribers are always gratefully received. I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.